Good morning.
All right. Can we start?
Yeah. Good morning, everybody, those online and those present here with us. Yeah, kono yado is John Benyan Kano Yanfa Henson. Auto in the corner, yeah, we hit quorum. We hit quorum, I think we have 26, well, 26, 25. 25, we have 25 now. Auto, 이체 agenda 신다도네. Auto on there, yeah, there's under new business, there's 8 that are written there, but we do have a 9th one. On the agenda, what we have is, I always add 2 open to be determined resolutions, because sometimes we have somebody that might come and want a resolution done. So everybody know, but number 9, there's a number 9 resolution. And number 9 is, it says approving and supporting budget transfer of $800 from fund account 01-6615 bank service charges to 01-6352 purchase food $600 and 201-6321 gasoline vehicle $200 to replenish to all the fund accounts. So he's going to add that to the agenda, and is it going to show there? And it's going to show there on the screen the current agenda that we're going to be working with. I call this meeting to order at 11:47 a.m. Ado Kode Ya Shana Thomas. Can you pray for us? Amen. Okay, agenda punta jahigi danok ishi ko at the shnid number 9 is added to the agenda. Don't hit what it says. Okay, so we have altogether 9 resolutions.
Where Vernon went.
Yes, sir. Oh. Approval of the agenda.
If something happens, so you have to schedule.
Okay, approval of the agenda, do I have a motion? Okay. Synergy. Second? Loretta Chinchi. Number 9, resolution added. Okay, and then number 10 is still to be determined in case we have another resolution to be added. Okay, so with that, I have a motion by Jim Sinagini, approval of the agenda, Loretta Tissy, seconds, which has the number 9 resolution added, and it'll be shown on the screen here when he gets it up. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, all those in favor of approval of the agenda, raise your hands.
Twelve in here. So 17, 21. Okay. Lorenda, how do you vote? *6 to unmute. Or
Raise your hand.
unmute.
In favor? Did you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, 22.
23.
Okay. Opposed? Abstained? That's that. We have 25, one more came in, so 26. Okay. I guess I'm voting in all of these. All right. Okay, approval of the agenda passes with 23 in favor, 0 opposed, 3 abstain. Approval of the last meeting minutes from January 9th, 2023. That's also attached to the agendas you have right there. Do you need me to give you a minute to look at it? Okay. Since now that you have reviewed it, do I have a motion? Okay, Loretta motions. Otto second, Chai. Okay, Jim. And then Ginny. Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Otto, any comments, concerns? Comments, concerns, questions? All right, there's no comments, questions, or concerns. Put this to the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
22. 22. And then Brenda votes in favor via hand raised.
Okay. 23.
23.
Opposed? Abstain, 3. Okay. All right, auto presentations, we have 2. I want to double check. One came to the chapter meeting and he's just going to present what his resolution is going to be about. The other one, Evelyn Walker, are you on the line? Okay, we'll call for Evelyn Walker again after Shana Thomas Bryant is going to do his presentation.
Is this part of the resolution that we're going to be voting on?
Yeah, just let them know that. That's,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, could you start recording that?
All right.
That's why we have.
Almost Friday, she has a new homework run from a daily national. She has a bunch of work that's in 그로 예리하게 on behalf of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, many church community is about 2 acres. It's about renew the lease, the application. It's called a mission site lease renewal application. Every so many years, they will cost for all. Renew the machine as a one for future resolution. Church of Latter-day Saints. Created in 1975, 저 에너지 소스가 바로가냐 내지하기 아주 최고 나하기 이야기도 바로 아베다 소스는 바로가 샤도 아데 그 아데라 주도 이사님께 그 한다고 왜 I express this again to the health service. They don't have a meeting area to meet for items Kahiyada and so fishing and so it not so hot than that is the night we're not supposed to kind of $35 for night is reach because well it's about Sunday and night
We're going to get to it. Oh, okay, thank you, Shana Thomas Corner. The presentation again, it's on the church site piece in the presentation. Yeah, it's on our agenda for resolution. It is on number Number 7. The resolution is number 7. Okay. I'm gonna leave the sign-in sheet up here, because we have online ones too. Okay, Kadeya, in the presentation, wanted to be online. We told her to be present here with us to give the presentation. And if not, it would be online, but I don't see her online. Calling for Evelyn Walker from NDOT.
The number ending in 7506, can you provide a name so we can put you on the agenda?
Sign-in
Or
sheet.
sign-in sheet, I'm sorry. *6 to unmute or unmute your phone. Again, the number ending in 7506.
Okay. Those of you that are online, if you haven't already told us, or we don't show your name on the call-in thing, then we always ask for your name to add to the sign-in sheet. If you would be courteous to give us your name, we will add you to the sign-in sheet. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just go on. One, if you're wondering why we're pausing for online people, we passed a resolution last month. During when the nation had declared emergency because of the pandemic, we went to 3-quorum, anything that only had to do with COVID or budgets or that having to do with COVID, the emergency. And then as we slowly, this chapter, it only closed, they only closed half a week. Although we've been, after that closure of the 3 days, closed the, after that, it has been open Monday through Friday since, by doing precautions and stuff like that, making the office and services open to the public throughout the whole pandemic. Although last year, though, we went to being fully open, people coming into the office to ask for services. So we have also transitioned from just 25 in-person quorum to 25 in-person and or online. Last week, the people said, let's continue, because sometimes we wait almost a whole day for quorum to hit. So if we stick with 25 in person, it's going to take a while. So evening now, we went and made it hybrid, which is 25, whether they're here or online calling in, that'll be fine. It's 25, not me. So meeting starting daily. So although how to call in online or how to get into the meeting, on Facebook page, the Ts'ah Bii chapter Facebook page, it'll be posted there, the agenda. Although on the chapter website, when you go into the internet and search for Ts'ah Bii chapter, it'll be on there too. The agenda will be on there. Of course, as we go forth from here, it's gonna be, we'll be able to get to where we're able to have people, come actually online. They're in your webpage, so all the agendas, all the meeting minutes and everything, they go up on there. So you can go there if you ever want to look at, what resolutions have been passed and stuff, you can go there to look at them. It has our schedule. It also have what services and fees that we have for here. New business. Resolution. Number one, Secretary Treasurer.
Number one, TBK 2023-004, I'm sorry, 044-001, accepting and approving the January 2023 budget report. And then the those are provided to you guys in the packet. So moving on to budget. Let's scroll there. Making sure I'm sharing that. Right, so for the number one general fund, that is going to be for January, $6,652.21. Personnel and travel, that is $109,981.61. Number three is trust funds and land claims, which is $8,030.79. Summer youth program is the $4,893.13. House discretionary funds is $19,007.57. LGA grant, $21,063.13. Moving on to chapter official stipend is $26,045.91. Scholarship general fund is $3,350. And then scholarship claims fund is $6,393. Employment fund for project PEP $77,225.56. Conventions fund is $3,988.78. Emergencies $120.37. And then allocation sales tax, $340.91. The CIP is $3,222.51. Agricultural fund is $13,478.47. Unhealthy food tax is $6,979.40. Then the solar voltaic fund, which is Fund 50, is $3,016.26. Bringing that with a total of $310,789.60.
Okay, thank you, Shian Stellar comment. Beto chose Indo Nelan and Ziki on Hanai Auto aided agenda that Jahi stop packet stopping car on the East Haiki a stop car. Kodo, I need a motion. Hey, Beto. Do I have a motion? Okay, Ronaldo Willie. Second? Jim Sinagini. Comments, questions, concerns? Có sợ bên này đó thì tại rồi ta Ts'ah Bii pertaining to this resolution. Going once, twice, forever hold your peace. Okay, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Shito,
11, 12.
Shito, Shito, Spra.
Dila.
Mary Jane, Salt.
Okay, yeah, that's from my Mary Jane.
Okay, yes.
Are you voting on the resolution?
What you ask me?
Resolution, đi với thầy kêu bên nhà
Oh, oh,
Oppose? Abstain?
So she already voted.
Okay. Abstain?
20.
Okay, TBK 2023-044-001 passes with 24 in favor, 0 opposed, 4 abstain. Okay, we go to number 2.
Number 2, TBK 2023-044-002, accepting and approving the public cash receipt deposits for January 2023 in the amount of $170.60.
Okay, do I have a motion? Okay, Loretta Tisby. Second? Ronaldo? Worley. Questions, comments, concerns? Those that pay for the water or services that the chapter does, like copying or things like that. At the end of the month. So it varies. Mom, Jamie, the sign-in sheets, okay? Questions, comments, concerns on number 2? And we're on number 2, resolution. Okay, no comments, questions, or concerns. I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands.
12, 13, 14, 15,
Shito, Shito, Spra.
23, 21.
Did you count the 5 in there?
Yeah, right. I only count 15. 15, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Opposed? Abstain? Okay, TVK 2023-044-002 passes with 25 in favor, 0 opposed, 4 abstain. Number 3.
Number 3, TDK 2023-044-003, approving and supporting budget transfer of $1,500 from 10-6503 repair and maintenance vehicles to 10-6607 seminars registration fees of $1,500 and $2,036.25 from 10-6608 training and tuition fees to 10-6607 seminars registration fees of $2,036.25 to cover the cost of registration for the 2023 reservation economic summit sponsored by the Chamber Administration.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Ela Benedostan. Jamie? Modestine? Second? Joanne, is it? Johanna? Johanna. Okay. Kissy? Okay. Alrighty. Motion and second is made. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay.
The registration for 2023 Reservation Economic Summit.
The Reservation Economic Summit is always held in Las Vegas. It's a big summit from all, not only Navajo, but all Indian Nation, as they call it, that comes together, collaborate, network, any new funding that's coming, anything that Indian country is doing out there where you can get funds for certain projects, what's available, and that's what that whole conference is about.
Who's all invited and how much per register for those that might be interested?
The registration fee for per person is $1,178.75. That's per person. If you get it in before, then you get a little bit discount. But most likely, but that's for all the events that happen there. And then there's, they have, I don't know how many sessions. They usually have like 30 sessions or something like that. Okay. It is the chapter manager, myself, and Deller. Huh? $1,178.75 per person, which totals with fees and all is $3,536.25. So that pays for the full registration there and everything that goes on. Last year, again, we were able to hear that singer. What was his name? Huh? Wayne Newton,
Teddy Pendergrass.
Wayne Newton, his Hazi. Although we met a model from, was she from First Nations? A model, Lele, and she told us what her struggles were with starting, how she got to where she was. Although Wayne Newton, don't they did haya as a teenager. I was hired as a teenager to sing at Las Vegas at one of the casinos. I had to be, he said, one thing he remembered, what he told us is that he sang on stage during his performances, him and his brother. But during breaks, they said they had to escort him outside the casino and stand outside the casino until it's ready for the next performance. So he said, ladies were taking care of me. Those, I guess the streetwalkers, as they call them. Those ladies took care of me, fed me. Auto, time for your performance. She said, no, Auto, I go back in, and then when I come back, they're waiting with food and snacks and whatever. And I said, but there's until I was old enough to stay in the where we were performing. So he was telling us those kind of things.
You need an economic more concerning to us, as much as we like to know about Wayne Newton, but we pretty well want to know how we in the now one nation can progress economically. We're kind of stagnated. How can we, as a nation, open up business like this where people wouldn't have to gather down there at the junctions to sell their wares on weekends? They figure that make it easier for a businessman to start a business rather than I went to an economic summit over at NAU 1990, where we had Johnny Bass there. It's so hard for an individual to start a business on a reservation. Those that want to start a business on a reservation want a fast no better than a slow yes 10 years. Mm-hmm. So, how can we think of in fact, you can start a business within a week. Buy something in your business. And yeah, it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 years to start. Get a business like this.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. There's when the times that I've talked with people that really talk about how the United States government and how Indian Nation, how they work together, and what can be done, what other tribes have done. You know how we talk about we're not sovereign, we don't practice our sovereignty. That's very important. Our sovereignty, we have to practice it as a nation. But when we look at what Navajo Nation does, we see they outside the companies, they all are working and doing projects on the reservation. Company I think that there's Navajo-owned businesses that are in all trades. The need later red tape after red tape after red tape. So we sought to be certified. ya ohot ni ha koden khasla at the local level kit no ben hit ya kit ope sa ben has so do hot abet kids and besa ani besa aha no ha kashin. But since we've been certified to now, we find red tape, we find contradictions, we find so right now, what we're seeking to do is Ado hajo DOJ hanane de nothing. Edi ohot nihiki I say yeah, ni local level the donation no. That's business site lease, home site lease, kodo. The yelana le do because ado le no. Ado the businesses like zoning. Zoning is very important people need to know. So we're starting to work on zoning. Our deeded economic area up in the Yahigi, we're going to zone that. That's why we brought the clubs back up so that they can talk about where business sites can be, where home sites can be, how we can make everything that is affordable. Ado do butchern hunt ago ohodot nit I see yeah go bet that the nishadi no hot up and up. Of course when we go to these places that's what we bring back here to practice it, to put it into action. Ela ade hot ade ela ade hot and shaya kadi nikisha hot that is nishadi no. So ideas and things, hey, who do we contact? Who do we go to? Start visit days now, visit call and baby. So that's what we do pertaining to this registration.
I just want to add on to that one more is when we go to these conferences or these get-togethers, there's all these other people from the higher echelon, state senators, congressmen, and people that are way up there. Like in our case, we went down to the legislative day and we met a person from the Arizona Division of Transportation who we're right now in talks with them, trying to get a roundabout down there and do all these other things for our area. And then not only that, when I've gone to many of these other conferences, I was able to network with people on developing microgrids and all these other things that we could bring back here. So another one was, there was a conference where I think Earl went and met with somebody to develop that we're talking about down there at the crossroads. They're wanting to visualize on what they want to do down there as far as the constructions and all that other stuff. So try to get a plan in place. And so when we go to these areas, it provides us those connections on who we can talk to. Not only that, it provides us people who we can talk to about grants, fundings, and all that other stuff on progressing us here as a community and a chapter.
So when you guys go to this conference, do you bring the information back and do presentation with the chapter meetings like this?
Yes, we do. At chapter meetings, we tell the people what we learned, what we brought back. Oh, you know, supposed to take it. There's a lot of, they call a trade show, yes, so there's like 30, over close to 50, 60,000 different businesses.
Yeah, I think but for me, I never used to attend chapter meetings, only during the start stuff. So, like, it's a good idea that, the community would know, and then each, like, community, I don't know. We need to attend those, so we can have some ideas to doesn't know that is the committee. So everything's gonna go smooth and we might have a better community here. Like I was talking with the senior citizens last week. They want to remodel that whole building. The way it is now, it's kind of like not safe. But they're gonna work on that, which, I like that. And all those things like, that would be a good thing that you guys can do for us, that when you go on training for a conference, then the information back to the community.
Okay,
Point of order, can you stick to your resolutions first, and then you can entertain questions now? Thank you.
oh, these are because they're asking what this this summit consists of. And that's what we told them.
Significance of the renovation to tie to the resolution.
Yeah, oh, she's just saying that it's good because we can bring ideas back. That's what she's saying, do a presentation to give us a clear idea of what ideas can be. Oh, one more.
This holiday, so since you're going down there, what else? You guys are going to take a lot of money, and you're paying. You guys are going to get a lot of money to go down there. Well, you guys have any idea of what you will be looking for? Other not so tight, man. Other either. That needs that needs that. That goes to kids on the what we asked about. I'm just going to have a lot of fun down in Conservation Trip. And rather than go to the meetings, are you guys going to actually go down there and say, this is what we want, this is how we're going to do it. And this is your son, but that was his kid, that's all.
Oh, we do.
We like to see what you guys are going to do.
What we do right now, we have projects. Right now, we have projects. No, you have to crossroads there. We do have a development that is in progress. We do have an idea, drawing, everything that is in one corner of the project. And what it's going to be is a welcome or a commerce center down there. And we already got together with the person who's helping us to put the drawing or what we're thinking of here onto paper. So now what we're going to be looking for is funding for those. There are a lot of construction companies that are Indian owned that are out there. We get contact with these people to see who is able to help us, because some of them, they say, yeah, we can help you, but it's going to cost you millions of dollars. We can. So, but what we try to do is person that really wants to help the nation, really wants to help the community. That's who we look for. So, and then we stay in contact with them and bring them and say, okay, this is what we want to do. Hey, how do we get from point A to point B? And that's what we do.
I told you, part of that question is, to me, and I've asked Mr. Johnson this, which that he had a vice president that was in small business. I asked about meetings, so Johnson, now what's the registration? Told him, yeah, well, we hope you don't have this and that, try this and that, and that this. When is the Navajo tribe ever going to realize its importance? Yes. All we do is try to bring people from other people with experience out to bring it in. We have Navajo tribe bringing companies into the reservation that lasts for a year, and then we move on. They don't know their important asset, which is us in the year. What is a company coming in from, somewhere, coming in here and staying here for 1 year, and then taking off again, being bankrupt. You can't go down here, man. What the tribe, what they need is rely on its people to develop business that can stay here. The United States, the economic of the United States is run by the small business. Small business is the backbone of the United States. Not the big port companies, car companies, all this don't run the United States economy. It's the small businessmen, like the store here, like the store down at the junction, like stores that can be developed by us here. Café och skriver sådana i under så det är arbete partner traders and their business services those are the ones that we need. Those are the ones that we need information on how to do that brought back to us so you can I say I mean you cut these where's this thing cut out of poverty?
Yeah.
Instead of bringing business that will last only 2 to 3 days and take off.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts exactly. Earl thinks that way too, that we want to empower our local people to do those kind of things. So let's go ahead and end the discussion here and then take a vote.
One of the biggest downsides is family being envious of each other. That's the biggest factor of failed economic development. Or that's the #1 killer of economic development. We try our best to introduce these ideas and concepts to our people, but there's people out there for example, right now we're having that happen with 2 businesses that are starting up, and on the whole good time. That means we're in the way of each other. So we're going to think economic development and community development. We need to all stand together and be able to help each other get to where we need to be in order to have efficient economic and community development. Ado a team that at the time that means you know the time that for the body and that kind of makes it difficult for us to provide services to our constituents because there are certain family groups that don't want the grader to go beyond a certain point. So it brings a lot of issues, a lot of these things because people are even but guess what? That doesn't tie you to the land. That just allows you to use the land to a certain extent. United States government. The land belongs to the United States government. It's only held in trust for our people, especially our portion, which they were created by executive orders. If Congress decided today to remove those executive orders, we go back under the state of Arizona. So we need to understand that we have to be considerate of one another in order for us to progress as a people. We're not going to get anywhere. And so we have to all be understanding that we're in the way of each other when it comes to these things. And it's just very few that come to listen to us too. Like there's only you guys here today. But we know that there's more people out there that should have a say in a lot of these things. Of course, everything Just like this last project over here, Bajinde Crossroads, Sunday Slick Canyon, power line has been. Again, not one person from there came in to support that initiative. Again, and not one person has come to us today to say so in all actuality, we're not appreciative of each other. But we're all in the way of each other for economic and community development, and we need to understand that and be honest with each other about those things. So,
Okay. Kaya kung there's hatahisosi, kung hisachi, that's the dismantle that you will work hard to do what needs to be done. I call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands, please. Raise them up high.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dito, saka.
11, 12, 13. Melinda, how do you vote?
Emergency exception.
15. 18.
Opposed? Abstain? Okay. TBK 2023-044-003 passes with 24 in favor, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 4.
TBK 2023-044-004, approving and adopting the FY23 chapter emergency fund allocation in the amount of $23,210.58, sponsored by the chapter administration.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion? Jim and you? Johanna, are you seconding? Okay. Johan. Just see. Questions, comments, concerns?
Yes, can you explain what you guys?
DA, yeah, the emergency fund allocation that was just approved earlier by the council delegates, they are distributed out, and this is what our amount is. So we need to accept it so it can be put back into the emergency fund in our budget. However, this emergency fund will not be used until the next emergency. Right, Earl? I'm correct on that. Okay. So, questions, comments, concerns? Are there any other? Okay.
do you guys want to know what it's budgeted for?
You want to know what it's budgeted for?
Yes.
Okay.
So we kind of budget the same every time we get these funds. But this year, we decided that we'll go ahead and budget for UTV, utility, alternate or whatever, the board track. Because we noticed that a lot of people, where vehicles can't go in there, like we could just double decker goya, so what it is turning around and coming back up, sometimes the tires just start spinning. So what that heavy auto, the way which Bennett stuff, I'm going down, and then especially over here in the lake, Lily, I'm going down towards, down the canyon towards Jones Canyon. As we and yeah, we said, we'll go ahead and purchase at least 2 of those ATVs or UTVs, whatever you want to call it. A 7,000 auto food supplies. And I noticed that a lot of you, whenever we ask for donations from different places, you don't like what's in those food boxes. Because they're trash. You see it in our trash bin or whatever. So we always try to look for food that you can actually use, like on the ego, the way it's I think, but I got these benefits on little that's what we usually purchase, and that's what we distribute to our elderly population. So 800, we put 6,500 in there. Although the gasoline, we had to use the backhoe to do emergency. Oil alpha funds and that we have to use it. So the gas, the fuel, is diesel fuel, and diesel fuel is almost $5 now. Although I'll find it out. Any the for being back on it. Although this one was propane. I noticed that also from this last assessment, some people heat their homes with propane. So Ethan actually we said, okay, we'll go ahead and budget for that, at least up to 50 gallons per request for people that have that heating source. Although the next thing was we said, we'll go ahead and do a line item for wood. So we can purchase 200 or 20 loads of wood at $200 per load. Though we also noticed that there's also people that use pellets. So just taking that the emergency declared we realize a lot of these things. So 1,000 so altogether $23,210.58. So not being double on top the mean just double on that nothing double on that's not based on double on that piece of shit and thank you to you registered voters. A lot of people don't know that. It's the registered voters. So as you can see, if you look at other chapters that are bigger, they get more than we get. So and then we also noticed that it was also publicized other chapters are sitting on this fund. They don't use it. And their balances are over 100,000. And those chapters that have that amount, but here we were only down to 1,400, but we were still able to utilize those funds to respond to the emergency that this past 2 weeks ago actually. So if anything, this is accessible from anywhere. On there, those phones, you can see this. And just know and understand that we're the only entity of the Navajo Nation that publicizes our budget like this. The visions, like the visions of how Stone for that are not required to do this. on his area. So we make this available not just here on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis, whatever, but we make it available to the Navajo Nation and the whole world. Even somebody in France can see this, how we budget our funds here. So AA is accessible to each and every one of you for free too. You don't have to pay or anything to see this. So this is our emergency budget. Yeah.
Okay, comments, questions? A talk, a con. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
Chita, Chesito, Ts'ah.
21 now.
Hmm.
Hey, Curly, how do you vote? Oh, she didn't. 21. 5. 26.
Opposed? Abstain? Okay, GBK 2023 dash 044 dash 004 passes with 26 in favor, 0 opposed, 5 abstain. Number 5.
Number 5 is Number 5, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $1,400 from Fund 17-6353 purchase wood to fund account 17-6381 gasoline vehicle, $400, and to fund account 17-6352 purchase food chapter of $1,000 to cover the expenses that were
Okay. Do I have a motion? Okay, Jamie and Loretta. Motion by Jamie. Noticing. Second by Loretta Kitty. Questions, comments, concerns? David, Ocha, Nija.
That's my heart.
Thank you. 2008 go back to be please. No questions, comments, or concern? I'll go ahead and ask for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
Chita,
14, 15. Lorinda, how do you vote? Okay. 15, 15, 5, 20. 12.
Opposed? abstain. Okay, TVK 2022, TVK 2023-044-005 passes with 25 in favor, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 6.
Number 6, TVK 2023-044-006, approving and supporting staff and official travel to the 2023 reservation on April 3rd to the 6th, 2023, caused by the chapter administration.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Motion? Loretta? Tiffy and Violet. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. This is the economic summit that we were just talking about earlier. It's during that time. Nada? Okay.
All right, ask you that you guys get right in the agenda. These years we have a meeting, right down the business.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's all I'm asking you, that you guys get right in the agenda, have an idea of what it looks like. What the community needs, how the community can learn to grow and help itself grow.
Okay. When we go on trips like this, we do trip reports, Nahi Tahoe. Trip reports and things, and on there we put down what we learned, who we saw, who we networked with, and all that is for the Makata on our trip reports. So, but like, McClure, I'm not good with names unless I see you all the time. So remind me your first names. Mary Alice. I almost called her Alice, that's why I have to stop. And then I give names, like Jim over here, Shana, I call him Jimmy sometimes. He says, I'm just Jim, plain simple Jim. So anyways, but like she said, we'll bring back materials of what we got and booklets, whatever that we learn, we'll bring those back and probably share it with Ts'ah Bii. Oh yeah, we can bring all those back too. I tell you, a lot of these guys, other Native American nations, they're a lot of them are doing, what do they call it? That medicinal hemp. They're doing a lot of that, and they give out a lot of samples out there. And I'm just like, whoa. So one time they gave me 3-day pill. This is good for your pain. They put it in, it was already in the bags that they gave us. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? And then I brought it back, and then I said, hello, so I just gave it to that person and said, here, let me know if it works. But they do a lot of that. There are other things that they do. Last year I found out there were 3 native-owned fuel companies that go through here. One is in Utah, one of the gasoline fuel company that distribute fuel. is based in Utah. And then one is in Oregon, and then I think one was in California. So they said they're starting to work on distributing out this way. So that's, I still have yet to hear if they have distributed yet. But the home that empieza ya they get, so it's interesting. So if there's no other comments, questions, or concerns, let's put this to the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand and keep them up until he counts you.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes, me too.
16, 17.
Thanks, Chasito.
27.
We counted you, Shema Mary.
Bye. Thank
Opposed?
you.
No, okay.
Abstained. Okay, TBK 2023-044-006 passes with 27 in favor, 0 opposed, 4 abstained. Number 7.
TBK 2023-0, sorry, TBK 2023-044-007, approving reauthorizing the grant of a mission site to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on the Navajo tribal land within the Ts'ah Bii, formerly known as Inscription House boundaries, sponsored by chapter education.
Okay, do I have a motion for this one? Truly? Oh, other than Truly and Thomas. Boy,
Sure.
Calamity. Second? James. Noticed him. Okay, questions, comments, concern? Most of us heard the presentation at the beginning. Okay, call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've got my hand up. Even though you can't see me.
Okay, Mom.
21, 22, 23, 28.
Okay. Opposed? Abstained. TBK 2023-044-007 passes with 28 in favor, 0 opposed, 3 abstained. Number 8.
Number 8, TDK 2023-00, TDK 023-044-008, requesting the Bureau of Indian Affairs Western Iowa Agency Transportation Roads Department to ensure Iowa Route 16 has adequate signage stating there is to be no vending within the right of way, sponsored by the chapter administration.
Okay, do I have a motion for this one?
Explain it.
Okay. This concern was brought up earlier. Shuna Thomas has bring up the vending down there. For the past 2 Saturdays, I saw it myself on Saturday too. But vending area, not here on this side. Hashida Zibanina, those snowy Zibanina, they started to vent alongside the road. That is illegal to do. Hala, that road is a numbered road, so we can't have vending alongside those roads. You have to keep it open. Kaagi shahut of vending evening nata. There was a little boy that passed away that crossed the road, the main highway this way, and they were looking for blame. Haylat, and they came here to the chapter, and Earl told them, no, we don't have that site under the chapter or the vending, no, so they were trying to do that. So to prevent accidents like that or injury to anybody that is vending or even the customers that are buying, we're going to end up to put up signage to say that you can't vend from this road to so many feet off the road. You have to be in a designated area. We want to ask end up to do that, to put no vending signs up. What are they going to do? They're just going to take it out and put it in the fire.
That's not going to happen.
But but we have to, people that are there, I think we're going to have to be responsible as community members to start saying unlogical, because even though some of these areas like Tuba City, it rains and it gets really muddy, but people are still out there selling. Gallup and the people are out there selling.
They're crazy.
So, so I guess you have to be crazy to be a seller. But anyways, that's what this resolution is about.
I think the only way to work is, if like maybe every other weekend, an enforcement would be like enforcing that and giving out citation, then it's going to work. But other than that, it's not.
Okay, that could be a next step that we do after this. So.
I do have my job, expensive.
Motion, don't cut discussion.
Huh?
Motion.
All we're doing is asking the DIA to enforce it.
Motion.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
We're not, as a chapter, we're not going to do anything, but the DIA enforce your law. That's what they say.
Until the land withdrawal is approved and signed, chapter is not going to do anything about that. Yeah. Jamie?
I motion for discussion, please.
Okay. Motion to discuss this. But that's what you did by motioning and seconding. That's how we discuss resolutions. Oh, we haven't even motioned. So you're motioning it. I was looking at the one before, sorry. Who motioned first, Joanne? Johanna? Or Jamie, she motioned, you left. I was just asked to explain it, which I did. Second? Thomas. Okay. Now all your comments and statements are is all done.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Since you're talking about signs, putting signs up, I think all these signs are along the road, county where the places are
like right there in Ts'ah Bii. It's fading out. I think it will be because all the signs along the road.
Okay,
That's the problem about getting out.
so the entire N16. Yeah,
Right here.
yeah, on this one, it just says now for Route 16, where the vending is, but, this whole thing is, in 16 too, So we call this N16 North, and then Crossroad down, we call N16 South. So Jamie is recommending to amend, to add verbiage to this. So that the signage up through here is done.
I thought you were changing to that, 98. 98 was right away, I told you about that. And that traffic is moving too fast on that. They cannot be. Now, in 16, they went down. I think hardly anybody else within that. 16.
No, for the vending, to past Saturdays, they've been doing that.
Okay, let's have a
Okay, call for the vote, Jeanette. Those in favor, please raise your hands.
You need the second amendment, the second.
All he's gonna do is, put in, how do you put it, entire N16?
Fine with, are we 98? East and west.
Well, it already kind of says it already.
Yeah, the way this is worded, it already kind of says.
It doesn't limit just that area. It says Navajo Route 16. So that's from over there to tunnel all the way this way. Is that right?
Yeah. Probably just add all signage.
All signage.
Including no vending.
Weapon in Indonesia. Side of the road.
And I thought that wasn't, it was this one. Tail.
Yeah, this has to be separate from the one with 98, because this one, A, is 98.
70, I know, 75 yards. The road.
Yeah, 98, EPA, it's under Arizona Department of Transportation.
It's still 70. It's still good.
Yeah, but it has to be different resolutions. It can't be combined into this one because that's a different department.
BIA, no, everything in the Navajo tribe.
Oh,
The KAO, we're just watching.
but it's still under the road.
The only thing that what we do is the rest of it. That's all we do.
Yeah, but it still has to go to them. And then they tell INDOT to do it.
No, BIA is trying to take it over.
Does that work?
See, what'd you say?
It says, Western Iowa Agency Transportation Reservoir, ensure Navajo Route 16 has adequate signage, updates to signage, and a sign to state no vending within right of way.
Dahotosh.
Give me some more.
So the amendment to we can put on there is request of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Western Iowa Agency Transportation Road Department to ensure Navajo Route 16 has adequate signage, updates to signage, and a sign to state no bending with right of way. Does that work?
Like that? Will that work? Then they look at all of in 16. Okay,
There's a second promotion, it's the amendment.
okay, so the second motion to amend. Motion? Jamie recommended. Okay, Jamie also motions it. Otto, Thomas? On Hinan? Okay, so this raising of your hand will be on this second motion to amend. Okay, so this first one, Nikki, it kind of, ako adige ya to this one, what was corrected or what was added. Okay, approval. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
Help me in.
13, 17,
Roy?
19, 20, 25. 25.
Opposed? Abstain. TBK 2023-044-008 passes with 25 in favor, 0 opposed, 6 abstained. And Roy, don't, you're being recorded, they might visit you first. Number 9.
Number 9, TBK 2023-044-009, approving and supporting budget transfer of $800 from fund account 01-6615, bank service charges to 01-3652, purchase foods, $600, and to 01-6321, gasoline and vehicle, $200 to replenish all fund accounts.
Okay, number 9 has to pertain to another budget transfer to replenish the ones that were used. Okay. Motion?
Oh, is that the food that they issue
Motion.
out as emergency?
Motion.
I'll motion.
No, this is different funding accounts. This is bank services. Let me see.
No.
That's the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'll motion.
Okay, motion. Loretta Tissi. Second? Brandana Savage. Questions, comments, concerns? If none, please raise your hands. All those in favor?
Help me in.
All those in favor, please raise your hands. Yeah, go. Raise your hand if you're sure.
My hand is raising. Do you see me?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Mary Jane too. Opposed? Abstain?
Okay.
GBK 2023-044-009 passes with 24 in favor, 0 opposed, 7 abstain. That will conclude our resolutions. Alo, again, Hidadishni, that you were here to participate in our meeting, but you're not done yet. Please stay put until the reports are done, because we have to maintain our quorum. First, give it to Hiyash and Khaniya. Shama Jamie's been requesting my Yash to come to the meeting all this time, but he does his report from online too. So, but DJ Yahon Khaniya, so Eba the Beshwaka.
See, nobody knows who you are.
Again, this is I'll be there. Okay, again. Law and Order Committee, Ajita, Satnaya, Eaton's Sandita, vote now, Ajita, Green, this no, Satnita. Kodota, Zodane, Shit, was on Satapado, Shakano Gizania, at Kodota, the major gosh. Malay, such as there was a short, was necessary us. So it's a taxi is that. For the years, I basis is not as Ts'ah Bii. I wish that's not as difficult. But that's also the way it's about London. I don't know if that's a little. So the way you could have. I don't think it's kind of that. It's not even that. Just not us. Very quite hard. Yeah. So so now those kids so much. Just not us. I call it what she needs to know this thing, but each year, Herman Daniels Jr. I don't know, I told them, it's funny. Look out and there, said, excuse me, hey, excuse me, how Santa, what's sorry, they get I get the smell of. I don't know, that's a ziggy. Yeah, that's the sun, get a tree, that's tree, that's a shaggy, poor yet, Lenny. Don't have a man. I know that's an allegation of law. Or I go to the Canadian destiny, go to people, I need to go to the kitchen. I call it, the land, so we go to visit Madish, Apado, Adapado, the finances, Apado, 18 Nado, Apado, the fact that I started on the way, so I was landed national. So I don't know what she, I don't know that English was other. And make it up, a lot for snake with up emergency fund. A lot see three best and hard at the base so a lot see three for 110 chapters. There's not the only, there's not only change how so chapter houses on submitted. So 50-50 formula, you see, yeah. 50-50 formula, I should accommodate 3 million. 50% of 3 million is 1.5 million. The Korean way down. There's nothing, and there's not chapter houses in the beginning. And the other 50%, 1.5 million. We don't agree. Registered voters give the echo. We don't get what you are. The Korean way down. In a small below. Ts'ah Bii can $23,210.58. She went hate the limit. Even Hamas of Jinko, a Jinko bed that was Nescodo, the Kazazagino and the Dash. Tao has seen there for the way that it is come out. Ngai aki na sa no ya ta the sha. What has it was very impact to national. They are able to national. Now who carry on to study Adaho. The whole Ashon, Alda, Sitaho. The couple of the land Ecuador, the unequal 3 million. So the rate Western Agency, $513,379.14. And when they're not probably that was labor, I would the 18 chapters here. So I don't know breakdown by agency. Let's start with Cardia, Chenley Agency, $395,214. Eastern Agency, $783,489. 45th Agency, $738,530. Out of Northern Agency, $569,386. Out of the Western Agency, 18 chapters, $513,000. Even as I see Chamber of Cocodo, she made it on the stand below. Out of Quavo, she took it that's so. The rate she's a she's a bed by Dorne. I don't know, not cranky. She's one by Nikki, she's one by Pete. To native, they are seeing Johnny Cocodo, a she's so, Dorne. Russian and Lemmy are the best in the edition. The Chapter net or the Jacob, I don't know, should be to hold. I don't ask you, again, Johnny Cocodo, chapter officials. Dona chapter step, and those are not, she gave John get a hostile, is able to never come of shade on this. So, could not lay down. So, what Sunday, is that in the city? I don't know. It's on the snake, and I'll have to go to the hospital. He came up to me, even not people. If it's changed on his day, and it's far straight up. The rate of the shop would be, I should not stop it. That issue was a little head. Be the head. I should not stop it. She goes there, and back against the wall. So, yeah, but the house, Yaro, and yeah, but the house, Yaro, enough, me, don't under the cost. And I yell, me, what the hell. So, which of it, that house, Yaro, shit, not. I don't know that it's cars, so, Bona bedo yesterday he got clever and he got this. He bedo in again to the Shana, Shana to the Ecuador. So what Ecuador are we better now? Because of this, and what the Yastona and some very old Ecuador. Qualification down machine, certificate out of the relation, machine, which we consultants. Certificate out of the evidence. So, I mean, the labels, there's not I see how one case that I think out of the how to think the house now. Is the litigate, is in out of the so, with Ecuador, Ecuador, but it's Ecuador, yeah, what I'm Ecuador. If you don't know, in total, Shizor, Chayan, the Ecuador, it's two of farming that the Keta has not below, Shenata, yeah, Ecuador. So, $80. I don't know, the later or Sunday, Islam or Ecuador, the late, yeah, he should not have Jonathan as president. I don't know as my advisor. So January 10th, 2023, and as you know, for President Bill Van Eyren, Vice President Michelle Montoya, not the deep ever even an now the thing is, and the one Nana created Sasaka, and the Sani, then again, Master, Sani, then again, this was under the name of, I don't know, say, be a young returning delegates. the business and the main that's happy. It's able to handle this. What I ate, yeah, the maybe yeah, the generate and I was able to see the very pro-temp speaker. Business and yeah, and that for that again. On the data we could evening, could nominate the staff delegate office so a nominate staff he became the pro-temp speaker for I was winter session at that response and the February that's right. At Saturday and the evening, response yeah, none that for the evening. Go back and see claim because the way was just a speaker. Crystal and Curly, without his speaker, the way that Gavin House, Salina Springs House, I don't know, I don't many farms, not on the way now, then low mount, as Bismarck, and Bismarck, back. I don't know, I made last week, the way down. Selection of committees. Committee, when they assign it up to assign it up, because just as any law and order committee, this is our second meeting of today. Last week we had our first meeting. I don't know the Budget and Finance Committee. I don't know the Health Education and Services Committee. I don't know Resources and Development Committee. I don't know. So the data last week, chair the business and long order on top of it. A delegate Eugenia Charleston, the chair, I don't know vice chair, a Sherilyn Yazzie, the grade the delegate Albert McKay, representing those chapters, Jennifer, Bill Carr, just a vice chair, I don't know, 3 members, Sweeney, 3 members, let's see, Jane, Sandy, Hotnam, Kate, and all. So you have that, what should I say, zero bench, zero shade, if it's not these, you can't make the shingle that Sandy, not sending you the snow. What should I get, not either the snow bench, zero, you can't not show for it. And that's people. Zero year old now, people, that's what because of the gains in the business and the and the resources and development. Resources and Development Committee, question ask. Okay, because sign the guy. Law and Order Committee, or gains in the The question is simply, how do you got thinking? There's no novelty, it's a law of novelty, especially in our region, right? It's a law of the something not just on, but the is a law. I don't know, coming, says it. But the even now, which is signed the Shipia, before. Actually, for those waiting, actually, for the what I in the house, actually, for the then that the national, for the just for house, I don't know, for the way resources in the committee. I just thought, I thought, in the dog, I don't know, couldn't find out, for either the economic development. On the community development, actually getting down in the circle. Our health, education, and services committee, with the title cuts and all. So, you go down, see, on top. And again, and that's what's that's the out of the radar as and go to the So area don't have any chance, people I don't know the radar, the data in the radar, so something about the radar. I got pop, yeah, the radar, I got pop. James Sheffield, Wendover, Nevada. 26 miles to Stamp out of the 33 miles. The way down Go Shoot Reservation out of Shandale. On behalf of the Navajo Nation, I am from Shandale. The year as the tribal chairman, Dane Denho, is Rapides Kanda, with the Gadi Bahas, Rupert Steele, the Go Shoot tribe, the state of Utah. There's 8 tribes in Utah. The Navajo Nation is actually 8 tribes. The state of Utah, 8 tribes. So 88, we had the great Utah tribal leaders meeting, goes on a style. If I didn't state there, or either Rupert Steele, the chairman of the Goshen tribe. I added in the way the notice letter, which was family members in Lenigi, the tribal members in Lenigi, gymnasium, which has zero rate of points already, which kind of which was that. Like a lot of other there. They added the mentions and then another question has not meant very I'm not here for that. I have a question of head access. So in the end, I think young what I'm just under the water. So what you go in, I don't know that English was, and the short second of what you go. Could all understand Shad. What that ever that could all that, I see with all the reservation, economic summit, that ever that it's not that could all. I don't know that the other tribes, the shop that Lego, just a little bit of what the shop or about this area. Johnny, as you know, a lot of good information that they have over there. The big association at the shop, index, economic, the or I equal the you go in process case on the shop, but the economic development, because the way 2 weeks ago, the way some big city in Australia, the way governor, Arunana, the way senators, representatives, president of the Senate, myself, Lou Nygren, and speaker. The coalition station, my way, other state now. For the balance, was J. Total, the way that's on the campus, or the balance, according the state of Utah, the year cases. You see the Maggie, so the way services was I don't know, I don't know how to lead economic development. The same for the China Lagi, she added that I could talk of it again. What J. Total, Zula a complicated team of this. What a way down. I could all get the second production on the race that came to crossroads. I don't know. I thought nation, I don't guess we are night after the kid. We put the young second, so yes, that's it. So the way comments and I don't know if the young. So what I ever get a shot of I could do and he did every best of I did after the shot, maybe after the chapters. So the way they can get certified chapter. Out of chance was a certified chapter. According to the way that they're not certified yet. But these two, they're certified chapters. A could be about what a big and I don't know the grant has been with it. So what I tell you about such case of it all, the way that Lada Machte, Kodo Navajo Nation, the key is the way Navajo generating station was shut down. The way that Peabody Coal Company was shut down. Lada basically a lady nation. The way Navajo Nation over $40 million. Yeah, I made nation. in our nation engagement with other chapters, other agency chapters. Yeah, can drive a lot of nothing. Like, although 24th Council, look what up in that, and that, there's a lot of it, and the finish, issue response, and the hands are shit, I do was for that. I call the action, what else, so they can't, then I should have think. How it is, how it managed. You cannot explore it, you know, what you hate the happens. There was something that there's a lot of thought, and then that's a name of even now, so that we should have no one that's case. I live out of it, I live on the category, eat or not. I was not litigation, so we can officials litigate out of that case, I thought about. I thought I'm here, every day, so I thought. Då det vet economic development management shop. Då det är då man kiwi har sig det. Det som är dit att det är. Så är det jag då I don't know då. Vad är det så då det talking about economic development. Så det så att det är man kan veta så alltså det är så ja. Your documents are ready. Take it over to legislative services. Drop it, and it'll get on the 5-day comment period. Legislation for Ts'ah Bii. To purchase buildings. Buildings is back under the Hosea. Some of the Valley. Get up the 18 hours stand, and also not just a come. A great land is situation. It's a private property, 640 acres. There's a restaurant, motel, gift shop, a museum, gas station, grocery store, laundromat, airport, campground at the Hanlong. I don't know, they do tours. When they do these tours, they try to buy it. And the story that we don't know, so they're going to try so negotiation is on state. But when way back in 2012, at that time, the price was low, $30 million in there. Today it's 2 times. But they did a lot of improvements. They brought in more cabins. They did the improvements to the gas pumps. Issued that price again, made the house up. So issue could only large shop now meet. So I'm sort of basically I made the part of it away. So done. So that is a lot of the other legends. So the was a lunch here. I don't want this snack. Fantastic. What is that? The best of us. In a council delegate, so that's the case there. Actual God, that's the case now. That's just all the way on. If you understand, I was just even case there. Or you got a case. The way I did it, or chief of a man's field sign, as one side case. According to the senior center. At Arkadosa, retiree, a lot of nothing. Yeah, now so without senior center, see, without data, perhaps it's time to get a new building for them. Without the proposal that I have without the sense and I'll best ask them to get a new building for our elders. And I get the house cut. Because the data is out of the data, then how it's a lot of data is 3 signs, delegate, for the house cut. I was like, I will get the house measure. What kind of bar was the shape of some of those people? I should we can spend time together, during lunchtime, and I keep all that. And you're a that's the sign. From the shadow of thousands in the hall. Can he be less complicated? Ako, ate, na, kasi ano din na, sa na siya. Ano nga, estamos na ako sa ako, ano yung therapy, at tama na ako din ang sa siya siya, kaya na sa siya ko. Kung ano sa atin siya na, kaya ako, ito din sa akin. Pwede ito, zadada ko siya na, sa akin. Kung reda, di na, kaya na, very destiny na siya, pero ako siya, I mean, ashes. Nee, wat zei voor de Tsakkerbieden. Die nou saß, en ja, dan zie ik, weet je, maar dat staat er. Maar dat is zin. Pero de ja, dan zie ik, dat weet je nog, dat is taal meer. Pero de niet, dat is ook maar niet op. Wat is het nou? Wat is het nou? Nou, dat ik dat nou, dus wat is het? Ik denk dat de weten, ik is deze, sorry. Dat ben nada deze steen na gezien. Aan deze zie goed dat ik was daar in niet zeker maar aan niet ja. Die van de schiffer die nog geen niet zeg maar. Dus dat zijn die je maar was wat het is niet ik niet het is nooit niet en dat is nog wat. Dat is zeker wel. Ze gaan aan de dingen verder ja. Ja maar daar resolutions have it done this like what the snake is not a business. I don't want to go. The May 24th Council concept done last time. Resources and Development Committee. Aje Kashman, that's just stop. 4 million aid to me. I talk about the landscape name on title me. People. People on the way that should not be resources and development committee at the examination and something that yes, I should care now for please. And then I see that we are the children back there and how does she know to talk the innovate and so any of that they could always use the Spanish or the innovating on that so I'm saying that over foundation for the family of what I said, I can't think of it all. So the Madam President, I don't know, I just keep it there. I don't know, each time they go.
けど、3年目ちょっとね、式だね、あ、そういう話した。なんで、そういう系な、先あほどするかな、もし、あほだりです、チームしたり、あほだり契約。向こう、なんでですけど、企業がなってくる、なんでですけど、影やインダストリー。いや、あれ、あぜ話ですね、スタートアップで買いや。I don't know now, Mr. KP. I don't know Midwest or country start, only California, only Washington. The country south, we have a lot of resources here, natural resources, yeah. So coal, gas, nature, forget that, because they will have a modern technology and all the safety. So you don't know this. No copper, don't you hear? Why can't we just start building those, start mining those? They mine and go cut the shot. They got a new one, you get the kind of so pushing on the landscape, they go to Honey, I put the hotel, no mine the computer chip and yeah, they have been trying to titanium, go on there at the hundred, who handle, ask you down, we are the richest land. Thank you. Thank you. Nana, I gave a meeting. Physical therapy, then I started late. Tourism, yeah. There's a lot of money in tourism. Nature. Hello, yeah. And look, King. Are you on Trio to that? I know, Tribe needs to have an organized, International Park, on a state park. Supposed to be protected. All know the no get like you jump. I don't know, yeah, stairways. Natural, we're not going to disturb the natural. Okay, stairs, God. Just keep it naturally. National Park. Grand Canyon does the water stuff fish so the dishes so because the other neighbors are so that's national park. She thought that I was saying, I was who's the land is the bottom of the nobody stays in the national park. And then 40 hot dogs. And then, now we got to try to not get in the head count on that. So.
Thank you for your question.
Excuse me. We have, can you answer the question after we ask the question? Because I got a related question to him. I'll be done. Okay. You want me to go first? I just give illustration. Travel official example. What that is awesome. One of you. And then, for example, I don't like travel official is Lake Palace in India. Then, you have a business, small business. We want you to join you. We have the chief chapter invited us to not. So we went up the lake, on that thing, we had this tourist that actually crossed me. These things is the idea is going to benefit the Navajo tribe. When the water level gets to 37, 20. What's the top of the elevation for the dam? Yeah, they're 3720. The top of the elevation dam is 3711. How are we going to benefit if the water is up there? How? That's the reason why I don't like tribal officials. They don't know what they're doing. Dam is at 3711, go in the water, then 3720, we'll have all that water above. The purchase of Jeto, how is it going to benefit us out here? What's in concrete if he can't even get a business site this year? That's what we need instead of small things. A lot of business came off the reservation onto the reservation, and 99% left. There's no investment in it. But up there, if they start a construction company and has a business site this year to operate, he's going to stay here for the rest of his life. What good is Ojeto? It's already built to capacity. That's what that's what the not higher we don't have the job over there. What we want is business site lease here in the Scripture House. For the Navajo Nation to ease up, get out of BIA. BIA, the reason why BIA was developed is to, Washington, we can't get in progress. That's the deep, that's the deep of being. I had an insulation company from 1985. Running that insulation company, I didn't have a business like this here on the reservation. I had to run it out of my own home. Earlier, I mentioned that we went to economic development in Flagstaff. You may use it. Economic development, the House Color Fishing Council delegate, and the House Color Fishing representative, and the House Eddie Fashion, not Eddie Fashion, Johnny Fashion. He's on that on. I'm trying to get another business site lease somewhere. I'll show you back in the Eastern Reservation. We, outside business, coming into the reservation, would rather hear a fast no than a slow yes. If we're going to start a business, without Dale, business he's got $200,000 this business. If the Navajo tribe is going to make a slow yes on the 10 years is legal, the best will stay on the other number. I'm not so patient. I can start business within 1 week, buy a business and be operating within 1 week. That's what we need here. Instead of, as good as it is purchasing Ojeto, what good is it for us? It'd be a lot better for Dale to start a construction company here, where he can hire his relatives and whoever's qualified from here to work for him. Economic development, agricultural development. The kids are being keeping else. He's a Bahina must have the church. You must have done this called a and why can't we have potatoes here and offering on it? Make it possible from somebody, a farmer from here to make it easier to what's going on. You can resolve it. Don't they know Taki? The candy of Costco. Apple, Zade, 12,000 liters. You better hold Zabas a gun up on there. Okay, they have to see it in that excuse. How come we can't do that? We need these guys to change the law. We need these guys to change the law so we can be able to do that.
Yeah, the money has to stay here instead of going to the Navajo tribe.
This is what we want. This is how the Navajo tribe can grow. They cannot grow from bringing in bashers, some kind of large companies. They're only going to last a few days and leave. These people, if somebody started a business from here, if this guy started a business from here, it's going to stay here until he dies. That's what we need. That's going to be the backbone of the Navajo Nation. People, I took coal company, tourism. Because the whole Navajo Nation was shut down.
Yeah, even with the casinos going.
Well, my advocate from here is for you to help your people but making a way that we can grow. And then, that's all I can say.
是拿到小鸭子呀。 You know what? Additionally, we are in our own way of problem.
Yes.
第二啥的会叫人就还哎，我杀给你。你些可知哎，we're pushing these things. They because they already gave us that authority. What is called local empowerment. And here are the Tahina, and here are the faith. We try to advertise for community land use planning committee. Said that no response. Then those authorities are of course, we need economic development. We need to bring the business site leasing here. We need to bring the home site leasing here. But who's in the way of that? Not the nation, because we're not involved in our local government.
Yes.
Well, we have a lot to say, but we don't have the time to sit here and actually plan. What you're talking about is zoning and ordinance. We need your participation in putting that together. Because if we work on it on our own, somebody's going to say we are fit I thought all the
It's already happened.
and the fact that all I hear is complaint after complaint. I shouldn't be in order to a vessel now you go to all other incident. But you know what? And so your the little money that I get paid from here, I buy what I think is nice. And over that, when I got this chapter certified, and I'm going to say I the first time, because I'm the one that worked on all these things. I turned this chapter around. Oh, I used the numbers and I could name every one of them and I could put a list out for you guys. But you know what? So I just left it. I'm trying my best to get everybody involved in what we're doing here. That's understandable. But we need each and every one of you's participation. And that's what they're telling us. Where's all your other registered voters? Where's all the 600 plus registered voters that you have? So all we can do is try to offer this type of encouragement where you're involved and this is yours. This is your local government. It's not mine, it's not these officials. And it's a big, big, big job to be hauling everybody on your back. To try to advocate these odds for financing and should not have 1,000 here, and these officials know. I'm out there telling those people, putting that forward. forward out in there in Dynasty. And that's what we tried to advocate for, was to keep our NGS and our coal mine going. But guess what happened? All those eastern and northern and those delegates over there, don't put the cats in that. Yes, they voted to end NGS and to end PDOT. And that's where the council is. The president has no authority over it. Even if he vetoes these decisions, guess who can override? Council. So and we need to be educating ourselves about these issues. We renewed a lease for a church. And you know, those types of things need to have some discussions. Let us say, how does this benefit the entire community? How? Another what to these other people that don't go to that church. And that's you, each and every one of you's responsibility to ask that question. And we can talk and bash ourselves here, and he's only one person. And we got with delegates. Right? When they came together, it was only them. There was nobody from the community that came about to have a discussion about the importance of zoning, the importance of ordinances, the importance of economic development, community development, and so forth. Those types of issues we should be discussing, talking about how we can work towards getting those repaired or what. No, they don't believe us. And so that's where we ask for your involvement, your support. So the clubsy meeting is scheduled for February 18th, Saturday at 9 o'clock. And I challenge you all to be there to have this discussion. We want zoning, we want ordinances, as a committee. Baby does not tell your officials, let's go look into it. And guess what? It's going to cost money, it's not going to be free, right? Because these putting a zoning and ordinance together has to go before RDC to get their blessing. And unfortunately, our delegate is no longer on RDC. Yep. I think we had to bend over backwards for those delegates that are on RDC. So and I encourage your involvement. Thank you for voicing your concerns today. We're able to chew on our head and kind of try to figure out what we need, where we need to go next, and what we need to do. So I wish for every person that is able to do something in this community to start their own business. And for us, I always say that, right? In every project that we do, we can find somebody that can do electricity. We can find somebody that can do plumbing. We can find somebody that can do framing and roofing and all that. In this community, I know there's a lot. But when we put these things out there, do we get a response? No, people are always talking about this, the wage is too low. But they don't think about how much it costs to go out there, pay for rent, or pay for a motel, put in gas, eat out there, when they can just work 5 miles down the road from their home without all this. But always, it's so cheap on that. And I've been paid for cheap for all these years. And like I said, I negotiated a wage for myself. And just because I said no to something that wasn't supposed to be, one person came after me and they cut my wages. They put me back at the entry level. And that's where I'm at right now. But I have my degree, I have my experience. I could leave from here and go get something else that's better. But you know what? I think I've invested more than enough to make sure that what we're planning comes to fruition. Both because and every day that I come to work, I need to ensure that what we're doing gets to the finish line. And we have a lot of plans. And then I don't kidding, this is a part of it right here. This is the economic and community development. A lot of this, all these things were done prior to our arrival, over 10 years ago.
That's
I didn't know why I didn't show it to you. But we decided to show to everybody and make it known that these were the plans. But guess what? We also revised it, right?
Yep.
Because a lot of the plans were infringing on the homes that are already there. We have to be mindful and respectful for homes that are already there, right?
Yep.
So this is our map of our community and economic development. And the reason why they're only in certain areas is, guess what? We're in a highly sensitive area. In accordance to the Nation Fish and Wildlife. We have wildlife that are on the extinction list out here among us. Even Naedo in certain places. So this whole area from here, all the way that way is red. So only these areas here aren't in the red areas because they're already disturbed, or basically I think that's it.
Last month I went to Parks and Rec page. And I said, hey, I want to do this. It's not cheap. I noticed she on that. And then what she said, and then I said, some of these there are still, some of them are in court order, some of them in resolution to local government that wants me some. So that's why I wanted to meet with you too on that one too.
So, and that's where our delegates.
That's why I said, that's why I told you.
And Deep Ecuador, I know that expired. That legislation that made this whole area a tribal park, that expired. So that gives us the opportunity, Ecuador, to tell our delegates, we want rights to all of this. We want to have a say to all these areas because we're certified. We don't want the nation involved in these areas. The fees, that $8 fee that these guys are paying for each tour, we want those coming to us. We want those also, the fly zones in that area above Tower Butte. We want to collect those too. I don't know if you guys know that. Those helicopters are coming into our area. They come all the way out here.
Planes also.
So we need to start talking about zoning and ordinances. We can establish a zone of our airspace, and that we be collecting those fees every time they enter our space. And then again, on top of that, quadrilateral agreement, okay, my brother alluded to that, 3720 rule. And that was done back in the times when we had uneducated elders. Either the United States government, with the intention to get what they want, they brought whoever to the area, whoever was in the area together and said, hey, put your thumbprint here, we'll give you $100. And that's what happened. That's what the United States government, there's a lot of stuff they did to us, and that was one of them. And that has expired as well. In Ecuador, we've been trying to ask for us to be on the task force for that discussion. So John, they Navajo Mountain, the other than Yata. But no, we're part of that. We're on the task force. We're always asking for us to be on that task force. And I noticed that when the delegates put together these task force, they don't pick people from grassroots. But right now on that task force, the only two people that are from these areas, Hank Stevens and Floyd Stevens. Nobody from Ts'ah Bii. So I think this is the year that we put our foot down and say we want to be a part of that. Because we want to voice our concerns to that 3720 rule. You know what's in that rule also? There's a mile buffer zone from the shorelines of Lake Powell, where the Park Service has a say in development. So even now, when you were talking about the antelope development, that's why it went to somebody outside the Navajo Nation. That's why the Navajo Nation didn't develop that area, because Park Service had a say in that. So in this new agreement, we're saying we want full say in that. We want rights to that river all the way back to the middle, not the shoreline, to the middle of that water that's there. That's the way we can control how much water the valley uses.
It's not the shoreline. It's 1 mile from the shoreline.
Yes, the
2 miles.
The 3720 rule is even higher than the dam. So it comes further in. So it even touches up to Monument Valley, 3720 elevation. So that we were duped in that agreement from the beginning. So if we voiced these concerns the first time around, they kicked us out. But there's all these issues, guys. It's not just one issue. It seems like every issue touches each other. And it's like, it's just a lot. And that's where we're at, always at the forefront, trying to have those discussions. I mean, even these permits, give everybody the same amount. That's where it's going to go, because we're being stingy about it to each other. And our days are coming where we're not going to have a say in how we want to live anymore. So we need to step up and take action as a community, united in every aspect. That's the only way we can come up with a zoning and ordinance. Because we have to put all our minds together. I appreciate the I mean, we can even put in there, if we find that a person's convicted of drug dealing, we can evict them from the community. You know, stuff like that. And that's where we can go. I mean, home site leasing and business site leasing, we can take that over. If we want to. Because that is what we were given when we were given certification, that we would be able to do business site leasing and home site leasing. Because at the time, the nation collects the fees from these stores. Nothing comes back to us. So if we take over the business site leasing, we collect the fees. And we decide what to do with those fees. So good?
Yeah, there's a lot of work.
Yes.
I understand. You get the ordinances, who's gonna enforce it? No idea.
Yes, yeah, that's the other problem. Like we could talk, like when I think one of the topics was wild dogs. Let's go create an ordinance. And I was like, who's gonna enforce it? I'm not going out there chasing dogs. So everything that we put together, we had to strategically think about to where we're able to cover the funding sources for those things. We can't just make a whole lot and not have the money for it. Because every year, we're getting a budget cut. I don't know, I mean, I've been saying that for the past 5 years, we're getting a little bit more and a little less every year. And we were the biggest contributors to the general funds from here with our resources, the NGS and P5. But you know what, today we still continue to be the biggest contributors through the Western Agency parks. Because millions of people go to these parks and they're paying $8 a person. 1 million person visits Page, the Antelope Park, $8 million. All that same million people go to Monument Valley, pay the same price, $8 million. Just think, just 1 million people, 2 visits, 16 million going to parks and recreation. So just know that Western Navajo hosts the Navajo Nation Fair. We do. Everything that's paid for in that Navajo Nation Fair comes from those revenues that come from here. So the Navajo Nation doesn't host it, we do. That's what we hear. Western.
We don't even get a free entrance.
Yeah. So AJ, I'm sorry she's not, I should just wanted to clarify some of those.
Well, thank you for coming again and giving us more information. I just want you to take a message back over there to the Blue Nighter. He needs to update us on what's happening, like Jonathan Manston. But then that also on Pala. So we don't even know what's happening at them. Oh, he is. So we need some kind of update about what's going on in our Facebook. Even on Facebook, at them. There's just like Jonathan that big one, but the name of what's on it, everything up in the key. He's not even telling us what's going on. Update on it. Update us out here. This is close to scriptures.
Thank you for those. Thank you. I know that Navajo Nation, Kodona resources, uranium, copper, helium, hydrogen, I don't know, silver, she's not the best secret, she's not what's out the data. Last term, I used to sit on Navajo Nation Oil and Gas. Sure. That was on RDC, Resources and Development Committee. Hydrogen, helium, JEG. The basically not many the Cove area, Steep area, East of us. So that went away. So hopefully it comes back to the table soon. Dollars, it's going down. When these two, the Peabody and MGS, when they were in operation, and $40+ million used to go. Wonder why every year, but that is up. I see the so it's a statement. And I'm definitely so shareholders are check on any car. I would maybe like I indicated in my earlier in my report, operating resources out here. Should have the name be. I don't know with your question, the way with that ethical point. Ethical canyon, the way down, the natural beauty. So I'm telling the way down, you know that when you look, what's that's not canyon, based on us, so either, she got a big, so I'll bring them up here from the resources and development. So I don't know, talking about that area on that side of the Leytown. I know that our view is within the Ts'ah Bii Ken service area. Service area, our view on the way to helicopters to come, out of the gun up there. I don't know how much they pay, $200 just to get up there per person. Take pictures and get back on the helicopter and come back down. Just recently, laid down, 2 weeks ago, I was at Twin Arrows. We had a meeting out there with delegates. So that's not one of the tour companies on a helicopter. In the that's not the tour companies. So yeah, that's on the go. It did contribute. So that I see what else on the ordinance. I think that empathy. So I don't need to Ecuador. I don't know data. Back in 1970, there was an agreement, 50-year agreement between the Navajo Nation and Glen Canyon Reservation Area, federal government. 50 years, 1970, 1920 projects. So that water land is no longer there no more. The 3720 went away. The bridge agreement went away. The 1 mile buffer zone went away. Today, we should have to handle that. I'm on that task force. Right now, Padula, 20 task force. It used to be a Padula task force, and then we changed the name to 20 task force. So the 5 delegates from the Western Agency were on that task force with a representative from the president's office. Eric, the local level, advisory committee head, Hank Stevens, Lloyd Stevens, Mike Anderson, Chuck Howe, and Jerry Williams. So I don't think I know that there's going to be a legislation to approve the task force members again to be on that task force because there's no delegate that came on. So what I'm going to do is make it in a minute. To include Ts'ah Bii Ken, to have a representative from here be on the advisory committee. But what's a year ago, I just think of it. She's not, I guess. For the task force again. So it is the quadrilateral agreement. So it I don't know good things. You know, we have see a lot of makeup or property there, private property, good things. Yeah, that's the Navajo Nation is gonna benefit from it because dollars is gonna go there, and I'm pretty sure that 110 chapters in the UK, gaming was great at Twin Arrows. You basically on that in there. Host chapter, blue chapter, 75% on that. I don't know. You push 8% of all the 110 chapters. So you added to basically, yeah, it's there. Gaming. Recently we have another day added. It's probably because of the COVID given 2 years given. So it is. I don't know that. President Migrant, he made a lot of promises during his campaign, during his speech, operation. It's going to be the delegates. Delegates get paid for that. We're going to be the one that's going to be working on those. They don't need it, they don't teach you. vehicle or line item, yeah, the non-use in the hall. When he was doing his speech, I was just sitting there. Delegate Sheila asked, "Can you believe me?" The other man is talking to the guy. He got big in feet, and so on the day, he was not leaving this. So, yeah, they had a week. They got an eat of it. So, and it was, I think, I bet it's a hard thing, or I don't know. I'm gonna text every now and then. I text. I don't know what it's on. Not that update. I was on that. My because it means you became the was out there the other day that I reached out to him, come up here to Happy Kim Shepherd, update us. How you have disease, the hate can't have disease. I don't know if they say now it's either, they isn't how they next up. Now, how I don't know what's next, but I thought hate like a deep equity. The how I instant thought this, but here it's a begin chapter. I don't know it's on the got. He's been to Ojay to Mano Valley times. He ends that door. Something little I got. So moving forward, we're looking at high education for those able to invite Blue Band Migrant, President Migrant to begin chapter. So 80 of it. I don't know you about that. So it's zero. 80 of the issue to address some of these issues, the way that fatherland agreement, economic development, about that. So, this map is very important. This community map, that's a we can the way around cross. Yeah. Eight sheep, don't even be found to snack it up. Or Jacob to Navajo Road. China, Wahagi, tours actually. They're going to be there wrap on it. So it's not really better. Night of after this, that's the case along. And like I indicated earlier, Utah delegation, Utah governors, senators, they're behind this road project. So they're just waiting on the Navajo Nation. Based on the city. The Senate President Zenigi Navajo Nation Fellowship based on the Federal Sheet Equal Native. I don't know about the Tennessee, the based on Native. We get the funding from Federal Highway Administration, so I don't know based on the and data, so I came out. So it I don't know about the data. Earlier, I seen a resolution passed by community members, LDS. We met with LDS in Salt Lake City, so just thinking of the data on helping the community of Westwater. Westwater is near Landing, Utah. There's a whole area out of the cat. 500,000 with water line, power line, una connection pesa también en Israel. Ella llega, ella se pesa isla. Mr. Daniel, see that means that much from Westwater. I tried to start it on the big land. I don't care, with all the data, very gentle and also not I can't have around that crazy. Even not the standards, so I advocate for the community of Westwater. So they have that. So they got their water line, they got their power line. That's ID. So I see if you're not take it up. We can do that here too. I see I can change the so at Avis, being on long water committee, at Avis, I'm going to spend more time with the chapters being so resources and development committee every day, 2 times, 3 times a day that meetings on the but daily, just like every once a week they are. So I'm going to be out here more often for that. So it no, aeronautical team, they should see, teaching, senior center, you know, also that they, at each one they be done, so, there's a, I'm not, senior center, at each one they say, it's fun. Are you, these pesos Sunday? So, it definitely, those are pesos, 80, きしかべなと、one thought, I don't see that peso, yeah, now on this, 40 million, I think, yes, something, I got in that. Of course, there's a trust fund, permanent trust fund of yes, in the way back in 1985, I got the way based on 28 million set aside the permanent trust fund of the history. The next over all these years, $2 billion, $2 billion. So what we did is the peso to 9 they even 150 million carry for 5 years. Because they have one nation job. We now nation was getting about 40 million every year. So this 2023 is the last year. I don't know what we're going to do. With the same thing again for the next 5 years. That's the case of what be there. But it is, I don't. There's not be.
I was just gonna ask you, to tell the president to come over to the headset.
Oh, yes, other initiatives, our foundation, I think I don't know, the Head Start is under Health Committee, Health Education and Human Services Committee. And Vice Chair, then he's not Vice Chair. I'll be after the notes. So thank you very much for those. Madam Chair, for those ones. Thank you.
So, next. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and move to adjourn because it's form. So we're adjourning at 2:37.
That needs to be made to highway.
Due to
It's all party. People need to go drive.
So advocate to the people that do come to the meeting to stay to the end of the meeting for all the reports and everything. Into all the way to the end. So the more people come, we have over 50 people, some can leave and we still have quorum. But if we only have 30 people somewhere around there, I would hit the jail, not. And then they don't get to hear the reports. The reports are important. The reason being is, if we don't hold a meeting, our chapter meeting to the end, you don't hear the reports from the other people. Well, we don't have quorum to keep the meeting going. So those are important things to think about. The only thing is just to mention the announcement, food bank, February 27th. It's on a Monday. I think Ken chapter will be closed on President's Day, which is next Monday. Auto planning meeting is scheduled for March 6th. Chapter meeting is scheduled for March 13th. Auto district raising committee meeting in Navajo Mountain on tomorrow, on Valentine's Day. So take your sweetheart over there and have a meeting if you have a permit. If you have a permit. Permitting meeting, and that's on the next day on Wednesday. Auto Western Agency Grazing meeting, February 21st. They're gonna, I think for the first time, they're gonna gather in person to have a meeting in the city. So, those are the meetings that are scheduled. again, 이제 컨사하고 나하고 I thank you. Policy meeting is February 18th, this Saturday, at 9 a.m. It's also hybrid, so if you want to call it in, that's fine. If you want to be in person, that's also okay. Have a good day, have a safe trip home.
I do have a question.
Online, and Mary, Shema, go ahead for being online.
You're welcome. Can I ask a question?
What's your question?
Can my family be online and they can be counted because my two children are here sitting with me.
Shema, I didn't hear you too well, it's not clear.
What? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I asked, can my children be included in this meeting because they were sitting with me listening?
Yes, we
or
have.
Do they have to go, or do they have to go on their own phone?
No, we have you recorded. We recorded the whole meeting, so we have you recorded. We also put your name down on the on-call teleconference sign-in, so your name is on that one.
Okay. My daughter Jessica and Chad, they were with me. Are they going to be counted?
Which ones? We didn't count, but the next time you call in for, like, if you're gonna call in for next meeting, which is March 13th, let us know who else is with you, that are voters here, so we can count them on the agenda, on the sign-in sheet.
Okay. So she,